So now each of these browsers should have tab browsing, and I'm in Google Chrome, but we're going to set up a LinkedIn account. So I'm in one of my email accounts, and I just click right here to open up a new tab. As earlier when I typed in and I got Skype, but now I'm going to type in LIN, and you see LinkedIn automatically comes up for me, and it's right there. It has all the information that I'm going to need to fill in. So uh, I'm gonna just go ahead and put in a name, Mr. Professor, uh, last name, Mr. Professor College. That's what I'm going with for this one. My email address that I will use will be wilsonda at lasc.edu, because I do have a one that's already connected to my Cerritos email address. For passwords, so nobody look, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a password, and that's all you need to do. And like I stated in another video, if you notice and you think back when websites came into play, you used to see so many things going on in the background, but now you'll see a lot of these websites with just a white background so that you can focus on the specific areas that you need to. I click here on this join now button and give it a couple seconds, and it takes us to the next screen. So it says it wants to, and any of these things are going to ask for additional contacts. It says your work email is wilsonda at lasc.edu. Work username for my login. So I just have to put in that, and then an Outlook email password. But I actually don't want to do that. So that's why you make sure you read on these things, because I don't need to put that information in. And I'm going to go to skip this step. All right. So I skip this step. I'm on to the next step. Give it a couple seconds. I live in the United States. I'm going to go ahead and use 90713 as a zip code. Yes, I am currently employed. My job title is professor. Create my profile. Now LinkedIn really is a good tool. I will say that employers do now look for a LinkedIn, and a lot of employers have a LinkedIn presence out there so that they can attract some of the better clients and get a relationship with them online prior to bringing them in for an interview or maybe a phone interview. So if you read here, it says a confirmation email has been sent to wilsonda at lasc.edu, and so I click on that link. So that's one of the reasons why I already had my email up. Let's see, and there it is. Please confirm your email address, and that'll happen in lots of systems where you have to verify that the email address is there. So see, it says click here to confirm your email address. Click right there. And there you go. And then again, it's going to ask you, see who you already know in LinkedIn. And no, I'm not going to do that. I'm also going to skip that step again for the second time. But they really do want to get you to do so. If you look up here in the right-hand corner, you see step 4 of 7, almost completed. Mr. Professor College, professor at Los Angeles Southwest College, right? Greater Los Angeles area program development. I'm going to go ahead and see, that's my profile URL. I'm going to skip this step because I don't want to link to Facebook or to Twitter. And I'm going to just go on to the next step. Takes a few seconds, so just got to be patient. I know that we're in the computer generation, want everything to happen super fast and be right at our fingertips. I don't need all these premium features, but say if it were for my company, they do have all these premium features because they're looking for the biggest and best talent, and also using LinkedIn to do so. I click choose basic. All right, don't want to skip that step. I want to make it clear that I want basic, and I don't want to be charged for this premium feature. So like I said, be patient. Give it a couple seconds if you need to know what's happening. You see it is, as long as it's still turning, going in that endless loop right there, then it is working to complete our process, as opposed to getting hung up and maybe failing out, and I won't be able to get in. So you see now it's going to edit profile, LinkedIn, and here comes our information. This tab right here, confirm your email address. I can go ahead and X that out. So now pops up, it says Mr. Professor College, Professor at Los Angeles Southwest College. Here's my contact information, and then we're going to complete a couple more steps, and you'll be done with the LinkedIn process. Okay, so you're in LinkedIn, and what I want you to do, and that will also be in the assignment, is to reach out to individual within the class, or it could be to myself for that email address, and I'll include my email address of wilsonda@lasc.edu if you want to link up to my LinkedIn account. But if you just go here to networks, if you see it up in the third tab, and you see where it says add connections, so you want to go to add connections. All right, and now when you go to add connections, and if I click here and I have any email, I would advise you click down here to any email, because now you're going to go to more ways to connect. If I click on Outlook, you don't have those more ways to connect. Gmail, not there. Yahoo Mail, Hotmail, AOL. It just has, they want your email address, they want your contacts. I'm going to click on any email, and I'm going to look at the more ways to connect, and I'm going to say invite by individual email. Scroll down a little bit, and it says type individual email addresses below, and they are separated by commas if you're sending more than one, and I'm going to send out invitation to another individual. So for instance, I could just send one to my Cerritos email, which is D.A. Wilson at Cerritos.edu, because I'm already using that email address for the other LinkedIn account. So when I send the invitation, one invitation has been sent. Let's actually use our tab browsing and go into my Cerritos email, and let's see. Even though it's just, I'm inviting myself, let's go ahead and see if that worked. You guys can follow my lead and either connect with me on link, or link in with me on LinkedIn, or you could do it with a classmate. And then what you'll do is you see right here, this is what you need, all right, to verify for the assignment. So I'd like to connect with you on LinkedIn, and I'm going to say I accept. And when I accept, see up there, it's working. It's working. The hamster and the wheel is running along and powering the machine. So send, and then see who you already know, and then I'm going to go ahead and log in. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to log into LinkedIn, and I want you to go ahead and send an invitation to someone else's email address. You could send it to my email address, which will be included on the assignment, and that's wilsonda@lasc.edu.